Huawei is the world's third largest smartphone manufacturer, and now the Chinese company has turned its attention to making laptops. Its first attempt, the MateBook X, is rather excellent, although, like with everything Huawei makes, its influences are clear. Apple's MacBook better start sleeping with one eye open. Despite its initial appearance, the MateBook is actually a pretty innovative device, with the company using its knowledge and experience in the smartphone industry to influence its laptop design. The result is an ultra-portable device with some brilliant user-focused features which make it a pleasure to use. But let's start with the way it looks. Cover up the logos and you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference between this and Apple's MacBook. That's no bad thing, because the MacBook is arguably the most attractive laptop you can buy, but it would have been nice to see Huawei do something a little different with the design, like Microsoft did with the Surface laptop. We're not too fussed, however, because the MacBook is a stunning laptop, and so too is the MateBook X. It's great news for people who love Apple's industrial design, but prefer Windows 10 over macOS. Open it up, and you'll find a pleasingly clicky keyboard with a decent amount of travel, and a large glass touchpad, which is a pleasure to use. The hinge gives a good amount of resistance, and feels secure while open. We reviewed the gold model, but Huawei are also selling the MateBook X in space gray, rose, and silver. When open, you'll find the most distinctive feature which sets the MateBook X apart from the MacBook. It's the stunning 2160 x 1440 pixels, 13-inch screen, complete with shrunken bezels. That's 1 inch larger than the MacBook's 12-inch display, making this the world's smallest 13-inch laptop. That's an impressive claim, and the sharp, comparatively large display is a major selling point of this device. There's no touch, however. That didn't really bother us, coming from a MacBook. The display has a 32 aspect ratio, so it's a little more square than most laptops. This is great for working and surfing the internet, but not so great for watching videos. Despite that, Huawei is pitching the MateBook X as a media device, especially as the laptop features some pretty impressive Dolby Atmos speakers. Now, obviously this isn't going to start pumping out 24-channel surround sound, but the MateBook X does sound very good, especially for a laptop of its size. There isn't huge amounts of bass, which can be expected, but there's plenty of volume and a wide sound stage. Huawei has also taken some innovation from its smartphone division, placing a lightning-fast fingerprint sensor inside the power button. This is an incredibly secure and quick way to unlock the device, and saves you having to type a password every time you go to unlock it. The keyboard is also splash-resistant, so you needn't worry if a careless co-worker knocks a drink on it. Just like Apple, the only ports you get here are two USB-C and a headphone jack. Although, slightly annoyingly, the left USB-C is only for power, while the right USB-C can be used for everything else. They're not interchangeable like the ones of Apple devices. Generously, Huawei will include a USB-C adapter in the box, which features an HDMI port, USB 3, DisplayPort, and an extra USB-C. Specs: dimensions 286 x 211 x 12.5 mm at its thickest, weight 1.05 storage 256 GB 512 GB screen 13-inch IPS 2160 x 1440 pixels sRGB 100% color gamut 350 nits 7th Gen Intel Core i57200U or Core i77500U processor Intel HD graphics 620 memory 4GB 8GB LPDDR3 battery 41.4 WH5449 mAh at 7.6 volts claim 10-hour battery lithios Windows 10 64-bit home audio Dolby Atmos. As you can see from this spec sheet, it's certainly no slouch, although, admittedly, it's also not going to be used for gaming. The battery life is claimed to be around 10 hours. I'd say this is a slight overestimate, and generally got around 8 hours, which we're still pretty happy with. More images: image 1 of 6, image 2 of 6, image 3 of 6, image 4 of 6, image 5 of 6, image 6 of 6. Now, we've covered the premium design and the powerful specs. All that's left is the price, and this will probably make you wince. I 58GB 256GB €1,399 around pounds €1,225. I 58GB 512GB SSD €1,599 around pounds €1,400. I 78GB 512GB SSD €1,699 around pounds $1,485. Gone are the days of Huawei being a budget brand. You've probably also noticed all of those prices are in euros, and that's because we haven't been given any UK-specific pricing or release dates yet, despite being launched all the way back in May. Verdict: the Huawei MateBook X has it all: a stunning premium design, powerful specs, and useful, user-centric features. If you are after an ultra-portable laptop, love Apple's industrial design, but prefer Windows 10, this really is the perfect machine. Of course, that is if you can afford it, and if you have the patience to wait for Huawei to release it in the UK. If you can't wait, it's also worth checking out the rather brilliant Dell XPS 13 or Microsoft's new Surface laptop. Like this. Check out the best laptops money can buy.